What's up, shiny cardboard collectors? It is the shiny cardboard collector, and today we are here with none other than another talking head video. We're finally back in Calgary. It feels so nice to be home. We have an Edmonton show coming up this weekend, and it just made me think about a lot of things. So after my last video, I had a few people ask me about sealed product. And I kind of wanted to reflect a little bit on my sealed product journey and how it's kind of come to be. I referred back in a few videos before where sealed product was just very hard for me to sell, especially when it was the older sets. It was just very hard to move. It's very hard to find buyers. And honestly, as of now, it really still is. It's hard to move product when I'm at the shows. No one really comes up anymore just to buy a booster box, to buy some loose packs, unless it's the most recent stuff. So we're talking most recent right now. We're talking about Black and White. We're talking about Destined Rivals, possibly. Maybe we go back. Maybe people are still buying Prismatic. But in reality, there's not really many people that will be chasing older sets. So then that made me think, like, how do people move that type of product? And it made me think about what I am currently doing. And it made me think of how now I am able to move sealed product and how I believe it's about creating an experience for the buyers. That's the easiest way to move sealed product, to move honestly any product for that matter. I feel like vending and the customer and the seller experience is evolving. We're in an age where we need constant stimulation. It's not just about going into a store, spending $200, buying a booster box, going home and ripping it. There's so much more levels to it now. And that's kind of why we started creating games. And I believe that is the solution to a lot of people who go in to, say, a show, a new customer, and they go around to all the tables and they look around and they see this guy selling packs out of the booster pack dispenser. This guy has booster boxes. This guy has the same thing. Everyone's prices are relatively the same. But then they look at my table and they see a blackjack table. They see a spinny wheel. They see a dice game. And instantly, that creates something different in the consumer's mind. It creates the excitement, the dopamine rush of a chance to get more. What would you rather spend your money on? When this right now society, I feel like it's so connected with interaction and engagement versus going up to buy just a single pack for $15, or would you rather spin the wheel for possibly a chance to get something crazy while still getting that pack? It really helps people with the decision-making choice because they're purchasing an experience instead of the actual product. Here's your experience, and here's some product on top as well. It seems to be such a good way to sell sealed product. And I haven't done it yet, but mystery slabs, I have a bunch of vendor friends that do that as well. And it just, to watch people just pick up the slab and just not even decide or think. Like, they can spend $50 to buy a mystery slab, yet when they're looking at a slab that they want to collect in the case that's $50, it takes so much time versus mystery slab. Oh, I can possibly get this. Grab, open. Oh, I didn't get it. Oh well. Like versus, oh, is this market price for the slab that they see? Can I get a discount? Like, there's so many barriers when you're selling things just as is. when you add in this idea of chance, when you add in this idea of gambling, it just helps those neurons, I guess, in your brain connect faster. It helps you connect the should I purchase it to I'm going to purchase it. It just connects it. And that's what I see when I'm running these games, when I watch Brandon do blackjack, when I see people spinning the wheel constantly or doing the dice game. It's a very slim chance that you're going to win the grand prize. But they're paying for the experience. And I feel like we need to differentiate ourselves from other people, other vendors, if we want to stand out. Why would anyone want to buy your sealed product versus someone else's sealed product when all that matters is price? That's the only difference. So I look at that and I don't want to compete with people on price. That's kind of why I got into more exclusive singles, because I didn't want to have the modern SIRs or the modern alt arts and have someone come up to me and be like, this guy's offering 280 for his Lugia card. Why can't you do 260? I was done with that, and I wanted to offer something special. I wanted to offer something that no one else could. And I'm letting people know about this advice because it works. And at the end of the day, knowing this information, that it works, and what I've seen when I bring these games to shows, it moves sealed product. The question is now is whether or not people will actually go out and create the games, create the experience, build the community. That's the hard part. So it's something that I wanted to touch on because it just seemed like such a amazing kind of thing. Because not only are you selling your sealed in a way, it's the byproduct of selling the sealed, but you're selling the experience. And it's actually more valuable than whatever margins you make. Honestly, the margins are so razor thin. And I don't even know if I'm actually making actual money on these things. But I know what it does is it creates an experience with that person who played the game. And it creates an experience where they get to go home, they get to think about the game that they played, they get to get excited if they think about it, and maybe next time they'll come back and play the game, or maybe next time they'll come back and buy some singles, they'll buy a slab. It's about building the trust. And I think a lot of people are so worked up about needing to get max value for their sealed, max value for this, and they forget to realize that everyone is a human being at the end of the day. These people who buy from us are not meant to be taken advantage of. They're people and they have feelings and they want to be connected with. That's why people come out to shows. They come out to shows to have fun. They come out to shows to meet new people, to collect new cards, to just discover new things and have their mind opened. So it's a kind of like a little rant today about just the overall game of chance and how it moves sealed product and what I've kind of noticed over time. And the communities that we've built up now, the ones who play blackjack or the ones who love to spin the wheel or play the dice game, it's like, it's so much more than just sealed product. And it's so much more than just a single transaction at the end of the day. And I feel like we need more of this in the community. We need more people to go above and beyond to create an experience that people want to come back for. Instead of just 80%, 70%, like it's just, whenever anyone asks me that kind of stuff, I'm just like, it depends. I don't want to talk about percentages. Let's try and figure out a deal that makes both of us happy on both ends. We don't need to worry about the value as much. There is a point where we need to understand that there's so much more than just numbers. There's actually a person behind that number that wants to get something done. And I think throughout my vending experience, I've learned this, is that it's not just about getting the best cards at the cheapest prices and selling it for the highest price. It's about creating moments with people that they'll remember. And that is actually the most fulfilling part about this. In terms of what it does for me, is it helps me build my brand. It helps me know that these people will come back, support the games, support me to continue doing it. And that's all that really matters. It's just been such a wild ride that I kind of wanted to touch on Sealed a bit. And just for me, it was just something so hard to move, and I just didn't know what to do. There's actually something cool now. Most of you must know what's going on, but there's Beyblades happening as well. Like, people will do Beyblades instead of coin flips just to settle deals. I think that's an awesome idea. It might be something that we implement shortly in the future. Just ways to engage people, to bring them out, to just have fun. Because at the end of the day, what is Pokemon hobby? It's just fun. And if we can do it in a way where we produce games, people get to open packs, people get to have this rush of fun when they're around us, and I see that, like, that's all I really need. That's all I really need to be happy. That's all I really need to continue doing what I'm doing. I think everything else will just come, you know? I don't need to chase after the best deals again. I don't need to chase after selling it at the highest point. I just need to relax and talk about what I want to talk about, go to the shows that I want to go, and just be with the people that I want to be with. That's my spiel for today. Just a little quick rant about Pokemon, gambling, and how games of chance can just create such crazy connections with people, and how we're going to be continuing to refine our games. We're going to make it even better. We're going to hit up a lot of the big comic expos, hopefully in the future. And like, there's just no limit at the end of the day. We want to keep innovating. We want to keep creating. The integrity of Pokemon will still be there. We still have our inventory of singles, slabs, but just to create a more fun experience. How are you going to do that? How are you going to affect the people around you? How are you going to continue in this hobby if you don't innovate? Ask yourself these questions. You got to keep going. You got to keep coming out with ideas. You got to do different things. Anyways, thank you so much for watching. Again, just a little quick rant. I'm chilling in Calgary. We have Edmonton show coming up. The next show will be back in Langley for the Bosa show from the 8th to the 10th. And then I'm going to be doing overtime in Calgary and then flying out back to Vancouver on the 17th. I'm debating whether or not I should take a break on the 24th still, and then back to Vancouver on the 30th. So pretty busy. We got some really big shows coming up in September and Card Party up in October. Yeah, this one was a little bit messy, but you know, that's just how it is, right? We're just chilling. Anyways, catch you on the next one. We have a vlog coming out. I'm getting to work on it. I've just been so busy just trying to take care of myself, and yeah, you know, take care, everyone. I hope you guys are finding the craziest deals. If you have any questions about anything, I would love to help. Honestly, I'm an open book. I'll give you all the information and all the knowledge I know. I'm willing to share. There's a billion deals out there. There's a billion ways to make it as a vendor. And I love to share this information with you guys. So we'll see you in the next one.